Hey y'all, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty, and today I am bringing you another episode of our Sutton Legacy. We are back with Rosa, and she is looking all bundled up here on this fall day. It is very cold. In today's episode, we are going to be taking Rosa over so that she can get to meet her lovely grandchild, because as we know, in the last episode we had a baby. So that is what we're going to be doing in this episode. We're going to be going ahead and getting in with Rosa and continuing our life with her, and we will be seeing how she takes to being a grandma. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with Rosa here. As you can see, she is just over here in the neighborhood by where Celia and Caden used to live. As we know, this is the neighborhood that she kind of resides in, roundabout in this area, and she is just going on a little bit of a walk, but she does need to go ahead and get ready for work. So we are going to send her off to work, and then she will head back to home for the evening. So let's go ahead and let her head herself off to work here, and I will see you guys back at the house once her shift is complete. Rosa is back home after completing her shift. She is feeling really bored, but we're going to go ahead and have her go ahead and go on in the house. Hopefully we can get her doing something to have a little bit of fun. As you can see, it is new skill day, and she has not been able to meet anything for that goal for the day because she was at work. She did work really hard while she was at work for the day, and I am going to go ahead and get her painting a little bit. Hopefully she can get her painting skill up a little bit, and maybe that will meet that new skill day goal if we can increase her painting skill a little bit. But also I am hoping that it will get her fun up a little bit, and if not, then maybe she can play a little bit of video games on her phone, and that will help get her fun up. She is feeling a little bit hungry, so we are going to need to go ahead and grab her a little bit to eat so that she can deal with that need as well. She is overall in an okay mood. She's just kind of bored. She's not really feeling one way or another. As we know, Rosa is a little bit of a party animal, so she kind of needs things being fun and constantly on the up and fun and frisky and fresh. And she wants things kind of hopping around her, and she's just not feeling that. It's asking if she can dislike painting. I'm going to say no, and the reason for that is she actually is a natural painter as one of her traits, and she works as a painter. So I'm going to say that she does not dislike painting, because that's not the case, according to her traits that she randomly rolled in the game. So she is feeling a little bit inspired from painting. It didn't really help her fun up very much, but we're going to go ahead and let her get a little bit of cooking done here and get her hunger up. She's just going to go ahead and make herself a full BLT here, and it does look like she did skill up in her cooking, but it didn't meet her new skill day goal. I'm not exactly sure why that didn't check that off as being complete, but for whatever reason that did not work. And so I don't really know what's going on with that. It looks like Celia has come over to visit, so as after she gets herself some food in, we'll go ahead and invite Celia in, and we will have a little bit of a conversation with her. We obviously want to check in with Celia and see how she's doing. We know that she did just give birth, so we'll spend a little bit of time with Celia and just make sure everything's okay and see how her day's going. Ask her how the baby is. How is Caden? Is everything okay? I can't believe you've come over here. Is everything all right? And I think that Rosa would just be concerned with the fact that she's not in Newcrest in their new house right now, and that she's come over here at this late in the evening, because it is almost 8 p.m. and Celia has just kind of shown up. So I think she would be really kind of concerned that something might be going on. Like, is everything okay? You know, is everything all right with Maegan? Is there something that we should be concerned about? I mean, obviously, you know, it's kind of late in the evening. I would expect you to be home with your newborn, not here on my doorstep. Like, what's going on? And she's like, no, I just wanted to come by and see you. I wanted to make sure everything was okay. I wanted to let you know that you know, you can come over anytime you want to see Maegan. Obviously, we are thrilled that we have her, and we just wanted to let you know that our door is open to you at any time. And she's like, oh, well, I really appreciate that. And I do have every intention to come by and see her, but it was late, and so I didn't want to come by tonight. But I'm probably going to come by sometime tomorrow and spend a little bit of time with her. Obviously, I want to see her, and I can't wait. So she's like, okay, that's great. And she's like, you know, it's getting really kind of late. I'm really tired. I think I'm going to go ahead and head off to bed. You should probably go ahead and head home and take care of Maegan. So thanks so much for stopping by. So I am going to go ahead and have her just go in and head off to bed. And we're going to send Celia home. I will check back with you guys in the morning when Rosa wakes, and we will see how she's doing and get her fun up then. So it is the next morning. Rosa is extremely tense this morning, and she is feeling a little bit hungry. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get her into the kitchen, let her get some food cooked up so that she can deal with her hunger. And then we are going to let her get a little bit of fun in her life. I am hoping that she will go ahead and deal with some of her fun. She does have a television she can watch for fun, but also there are some books upstairs on the bookshelf that she can read. So I am hoping that she will do one of those things in order to get her fun up, because she is extremely tense, needing some amusement in her life. So I don't think that this cooking is going to meet the skill day. She still has not met that new skill day task, and it doesn't look like the cooking is going to actually meet that. But that is the only thing that she is doing currently, that and painting, and neither one of those things are meeting that goal. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like she is going to have a good skill day for the day, which is unfortunate for her because it's probably going to make her have an awful holiday, which really, really sucks. But she did make a little bit of steak tartare. She's having herself a little bit of a meal here, which we absolutely love. And then after that, I am going to go ahead and get her to go ahead and get a little bit of fun in her life. It looks like she has to get some cable into the house in order for her to watch some television. So we won't be able to watch TV at this present moment until she can get that set up, because she doesn't have cable service set up here at this lot currently. So once it comes around to about 8 o'clock in the morning, we can go ahead and call customer service and get that set up. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and get her to do a little bit of painting and maybe a little bit of reading and see if we can get her fun up that way. She can play some video games on her phone. So we'll just go ahead and let her do that in the meantime, and hopefully that will be enough to get her fun up a little bit, because as of right now, as time goes on, as you can see, she is really, really struggling with her tension, and it doesn't really matter what I'm having her do, it just keeps going down. So right now she is just texting some friends and sending some funny messages on Social Bunny, trying to play on her phone a little bit and get a little bit of fun. And it is working a little bit, but it's not really making that much of a dent in her fun department. It's only barely moving the bar, and it's just not enough for her to really feel like she has enough amusement. So sadly, Rosa just is overall a ball of tension. She's making some posts about her job, and overall she is just really having a pretty decent time here getting these posts done on Social Bunny, playing some games. As you can see, her fun is going up playing the video games on her phone, and it's got her energized, but as soon as she stops doing that, it instantly takes her back to being tense again. Her new skill day, unfortunately, was awful. She did not get anything done that she wanted to do, and so that is going to bring her a little bit of sadness, I think. Unfortunately, not meeting those holidays does make our Sims sad, and Rosa is no exception to that rule. So she is right now pretty energized, so I am going to go ahead and let her go to the bathroom. Hopefully she will keep up this trend of feeling energized and it can override her tension. Let's hope that continues on, because being energized is very much an easier emotion for us to deal with. than the tension. So while she's energized, I am going to go ahead after she uses the washroom and just go ahead and let her go up and try to get a little bit of painting in. Her fun is up a little bit, so hopefully as she paints, that will just only increase even more, and we can make her fun go all the way up in the green. And obviously she is thinking about Maegan. She's thinking to herself, I really do need to make the time to go ahead today and get over there and meet my grandbaby. I can't wait to see her and to give her hugs and kisses and cuddles and love on her and just let her know how much her grandma loves her. And she's thinking about her grandbaby and how she just loves her already so much, even before she's even held her, before she's looked at her, and she has no idea how she can love a person this much, but she already just loves her so much before she's even met her. And she can't wait to hold this little one in her arms. She is thrilled to know that today's the day that she is actually going to go ahead and have the chance to hold her and to love her and to meet her. But before we actually get a chance to go over and do that, I am going to make sure that she does have a little bit of fun. She is obviously losing her fun really quickly, so I am going to have her do a little bit of reading here and see if we can get her fun up, and then I'll let her finish this painting up. And once it becomes 8 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and call in that service tech for our television. We're going to just handle a little bit of business here around the house and wait for a reasonable hour. We don't want to show up at Celia and Caden's house too early because obviously we don't want to throw their schedule off. Clearly they have their own lives and things that they need to do with their time, and we don't want to throw them off too much. Although she is fit to be tied to get to their house, she also has respect for their time as well. So she is just getting a little bit of light reading in here and really enjoying this book. It seems it is getting her fun up quite a bit, and she seems to really be enjoying it, which is good for us because, as we know, her fun is something that she struggles with. After she finishes this book up, she's just going to finish that painting. I've already got that queued up for her. And then we will go ahead and run downstairs and call the service tech for us to go ahead and schedule that meeting for them to come and get our cable set up. And then whenever she is tense, she'll be able to watch television, which, as we know, will get her fun up so much faster than doing any of the other tasks that she's trying to do right now. Reading seemed to work pretty well for her. It seems she does like reading, which is a bonus, but reading does seem to take quite a bit of time to get the fun skill up, whereas watching television clearly is something that is really fast to get their fun up. So I am just going to go ahead and sell this to the gallery. That way we can make a little bit of money here. She's just looking at it and viewing it, and she's like, if I don't say so myself, this actually turned out to be quite a nice piece of art. I think you did pretty well myself, Rosa. So I am just going to have her come on down and cook another meal. That way there are leftovers in the fridge, and it also kills a little bit of time because there is still a little bit of time to be killed before she can call the service tech. So we'll just have her go ahead and cook up something while we wait. So she's just going to go ahead and cook up a little bit of a meal, and we'll throw it in the fridge. She's just making a little bit of parfait, and that gave her gourmet cooking, which is fantastic. We always love when our Sims get new skills, and this is no exception. So she is getting the gourmet cooking skill and making her first parfait here, and we'll just throw that in the fridge, and then we're going to go ahead and let her get a little bit of exercise in, and then I'm going to have her call the customer service line so that we can go ahead and schedule a service tech to come to the house. She's such a little party animal, so she's doing a little bit of party favors, and we love that for her. She has acquired the fitness skill, so we love that. I think she's so precious. She's like, woohoo, yes. Okay, let's call our customer service. as you sit there and throw yourself a little party there. And we are going to go ahead and schedule the install 10 to 12. And we are just going to have them go ahead and they're going to ask us what service it is that we would like to have for the residents, and we're just going to tell them we want TV and movies, and they're going to ask if there's anything else that we need for this residence for today, and we're going to tell them nope, there's nothing else that we need. TV and movies is it. And they will go ahead and hang up. After they've let us know, they'll send somebody out between 10 to 12. So it is almost 9 o'clock now, so we just have to wait a little bit of time here for our service tech to go ahead and show up. So in the meantime, we'll go ahead and just let her kind of piddle around and do what she needs to around the house. She's going to clean up a little bit after herself, and we will make sure that her needs are all good. I don't know. I may see if I can go ahead and get her to paint again. But in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and just take her inside and let her get a little bit of a shower and deal with, like I said, some of her needs. So we are going to make sure that her needs are good. So for now, she needs some hygiene, so we will deal with that first. So let's go ahead and take her in. We'll let her get a shower just so that her needs can go ahead and be topped up. And so we'll shower her really quickly. She is so energized. I absolutely am thrilled about that. All of her needs are really, really good. So we're just let her do a quick shower here, and then we will wait for the service tech to show up. I'm hoping that the service tech is going to show up closer to the 10 o'clock hour than the 12 o'clock hour. That way we can go ahead and get this taken care of and out of the way so that we can go and visit with Maegan. And it does look like our appointment is going to be starting soon. So that is great news to know that they are going to be showing up soon, and we will go ahead and be able to get this taken care of soon. So as soon as the service tech shows up, we'll go ahead and send Rosa outside so that she can invite them in, and then we'll show them where we want the router set up. She's going ahead and doing some party tricks, dealing with a little bit of Rubik's Cube work, which we absolutely love. She is a pro at that, which is great news. It does seem that our service tech will be here any moment, and for the meantime, she has opted to go ahead and just do a little bit of reading. Our service tech has shown up. We're just going to have Rosa come on down and invite the service tech in and let the service tech know where we want our router set up. They can set the router up, get it all plugged in, and get our television set up and running. And then we'll be able to go ahead and go visit our family and meet Maegan. And that is going to be so exciting for Rosa. And she is so excited for that first meeting. She's like, hello, thank you so much for getting here so soon. I have great plans for this afternoon. I'm so thrilled that you were here so quickly. So she's just going to tell her, could you please install the router here? And the service tech is like, I actually can't put it there. Is there somewhere else that you would like for it to go? And she's like, oh, sure. If you could just put it over here by the television, then that will be fine. And she's like, great, absolutely. I'll go ahead and install it over here by the television. And we'll get that set up for you right away. So the service tech is going ahead and getting the router set up here next to the television and getting that all set up for her. She's like, is there any questions that you have for me while I get this set up? And she's like, I don't think so. I think it's pretty straightforward. And she's like, yeah, it really is. Honestly, I'm going to get it all set up for you. All you have to do is turn it on, put on there what you want to watch. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions, all you have to do is call customer service. We'll be happy to help you. And she's like, oh, that is so great. Thank you so much for all of your help and all of your hard work. I really, really appreciate it. And your fast service is so great. She's like, yeah, absolutely. Your router has been installed successfully, so everything's great. Your service is hooked up. Is there anything else I can help you with? And she's like, no, I really don't think so. I really, really appreciate everything that you've done. So her service has been set up. She's now just kind of getting some friendly conversation in with the service tech, which, you know, that really doesn't surprise me about Rosa. I think Rosa would be like, so how else is your day? And she's like, oh, it's fine, but honestly, I really do need to go. I have other customers that I have to deal with. And she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. That's great. Have a great day. truth be known, I need to go ahead and head as well. I have afternoon plans. So we are actually going to go ahead and we're going to take Rosa on over to see Caden and Celia and little Maegan. So now that we have arrived here at their house, we're going to go ahead and go in and knock on the door. We're going to get invited into the house, and she's going to have a little bit of a chat first with Celia because I believe Caden isn't home currently. And we're just going to go ahead and greet Celia and see how she's doing and ask about her day. She's over here playing a little bit of chess, which we love. We're going to cheer up Celia. It looks like she might be a little bit down, so we're just going to cheer her up, ask her how she's doing, see how everything's going. How is it being a new mom? Is everything okay with Maegan? You look like you might be a little bit down. How about you take it easy? Let me take care of Maegan while I'm here. It would be my pleasure. I'm going to go ahead and head upstairs. I want to spend as much time with her as possible. I'll take care of everything. I will rock her and cuddle her. I will change her diaper and feed her. You just go ahead and take a little bit of mom time. Take some Celia time, some you time. Let me take care of everything. And Celia's like, really, are you sure? And she's like, yes, absolutely, it would be my pleasure. And she's like, oh my God, Rosa, you are a godsend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Rosa's like, no, really, it's my pleasure. I am so excited to meet Maegan. So she's going to come up here and she is going to do all of the things that a grandma would do for her little one. She's going to rock her and cuddle her and coo at her and bounce her and make silly faces and just love her to bits and pieces. And she is so over the moon with this little baby. She just cannot believe that she is a grandma. She finally got to see her granddaughter. And she's thrilled. You know, she kept saying to them that she wasn't getting any younger and she wanted them to have a kid. And now she's here. Little Maegan is here. And she is over the moon. And she's just like, you have no idea, little girl, how precious you are to me. And how spoiled rotten you are going to be. You have no idea how much your grandma loves you. I'm your grandma Rosa. And I will do anything for you. I just love you so very much. And she's just loving her to death. She's going to give her a bottle and she's going to change her diaper and just love her to bits, like I said, because she is more than thrilled about the fact that her son and her daughter-in-law gave her this grandbaby that she is just so over the moon about. And obviously Celia is so grateful that she's here and helping with the baby, because as a new mom, any help is a godsend, honestly. She's like probably down there taking a bath and doing all of the things that you don't have time to do when you have a new baby. Maybe getting a nap. You never know. But Rosa is just like, I don't want to put you down. I just want to hold you. I just want to rock you. I just want to love you. She's singing to her and just telling her how important she is and how special she is and how loved she is. But unfortunately, Rosa, you do have to put her down because you need to go to the loo. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Rosa to the bathroom so that she can go have a wee. And I do believe that it is almost time for Caden to be home. And so we will have her go and spend a little bit of time seeing Caden. We want her to just greet him and see how his day was, explain to him how thrilled she is that she got to meet Maegan and how happy she is because she is ecstatic with the fact that she has a granddaughter. And I don't think that she realized how much happiness could be had by this situation. But she is just so thrilled that she's a grandmother. And she's going to go tell Celia, that baby is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. She's like, oh, thank you. She's like, honestly, I could hold her forever. And she's like, well, that's the sweetest thing anyone has ever said. And she's like, honestly, I really could. I could just stay here and I could just love her and hold her forever. And Celia's like, I have to go to the washroom. So Celia's walked off. We're going to have Rosa go on out now and talk to Caden. He is outside. I saw him standing outside here. They are going to have a little bit of a conversation here. And we want them to just spend a little bit of time together with her letting him know, son, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of Celia. I'm so proud of this grandbaby that you guys gave me. I am over the moon. You are never going to understand how happy I am with this grandchild. And he's like, Mom. And she's like, how was your day? My day just got infinitely better just by being here and loving on that baby. And he's like, Mom, you're so funny. And she's like, no, honestly, my day is amazing now. And he's like, well, I'm glad you're having such a good day. And she's like, honestly, I was telling Celia, I could stay here all day long and just hold that baby and just feed her and love her and just, you have no idea. And he's like, Mom, that's great. And she's like, you guys have just made my whole day. You just really have. And these two, as you can see, are really, really close. They have a very special bond, a very special relationship. And they are very, very close. As you can see, they're becoming best friends. And she's like, son, I'm so proud of you. I really am. And he's like, Mom, thank you so much. That means more to me than you're ever going to know. And she's like, I do have to go home now. It is getting kind of late. But, you know, obviously they live in separate towns, so she has a little bit of a travel ahead of her. She's like, but I just wanted to let you know I'm so proud, and I'm so happy for all of you guys. So he's headed off to work, and she's heading home. Poor Celia is once again on her own with the baby. But on the way home, Rosa decided that she wanted to go on a blind date. And so she has decided to go on a Simsta dating app and get herself set up for a blind date. And so we are going to take her out on a blind date. And we are going to go out on a blind date with this nice gentleman. So let's go ahead and go out and see where they're going to go. I think I'm going to take them to the Rosebud Plaza. And so since we have ended up here at this place here, we are going to go ahead and say hello. We're going to do what this says, which is socialize with our date, ask if he's single, and try to kiss our date. But she's just going to try to get to know him a little bit. We're going to flirt a little bit. And we are going to see how we can get this date to go on. And if they kind of get along or not, or if we can maybe have ourselves a successful date or not. And these two are just holding hands and just trying to kind of get to know each other. As you can see, he's feeling a little bit scared. I'm not sure exactly why he's scared or what's wrong with him, but she is going to try to calm him down a little bit with this date, and maybe she will be able to, you know, get him to maybe chill out. I don't really know what has him so scared, but she's like flirting with him and trying to get him out of the scared mood and maybe into a little bit of a romantic mood while they're on this date together. She's like, let's take a romantic picture together. Everything's going to be fine. You need to calm down. We are in a really safe place. We're on a lovely date together. It is a, you know, brisk fall day and everything is great. They are building up a little bit of friendship and a little bit of romance here, and it seems to be going really pretty smoothly, which is kind of nice. They are having themselves some little pecks on the cheek, which we love. He is freaking out. And she's like, why are you running like you're panicked? I'm telling you, everything is perfectly fine. We are just here at this local cafe. We're at the plaza. There's nothing to be worried about. Everything is safe here. Everyone needs to just remain calm. there's this lady here that has decided that she wants to get like in on this conversation, and she's kind of being this third wheel, which is making things a little bit awkward. I'm not gonna lie. She is kind of ruining the date. And it's making things a little bit weird. Like, I kind of want to flirt with him and do the things that I need to do for the date milestones. Like those goals that they have set for the date. But she's kind of in the way. Like, kiss your date and hold hands and do all these things. And, like, she's standing there, which just makes things really, really awkward and makes things kind of embarrassing. But you can't get rid of these extra Sims when they just show up and throw themselves into conversation with you, which is freaking annoying. I don't know why the Sims are like that, or why they just like, hello, we're on a freaking date. What the hell? Okay, these two are just like trying to get their groove on. They're in the middle of the street making out. We love that. It's totally safe. And she's like, so, what do you think? He's like fanning himself. She's like, so, what do you think about us maybe cloud gazing a little bit? And he's like, well, it's dark out because it's the nighttime, and so we can't really cloud gaze. And she's like, it's cloudy out. He's like, we could stargaze together. And she's like, oh my God, we totally could do that. We could totally like stargaze. We could do that. So they're going to tell each other a little bit of a joke. Or she's going to tell him a little bit of a joke. They are actually going to do a little bit of stargazing. They are kind of cute together. I'm not going to lie. I think they're kind of precious together. I think that the way their romance is kind of building up, it's building at a little bit of a faster pace than their friendship is. Which kind of makes me think that maybe they could have a romantic relationship, and maybe Rosa has found a love situation, and maybe she's actually going to find someone that wants to be in a relationship with her, which could actually be nice for her. If you think about it, Rosa would maybe want to be in a relationship. She's been single for a very, very long time. She raised Caden as a single mom his whole life. She didn't have anyone to help her raise Caden. She's been alone for a very long time. And I think it's time now that she's thinking about settling down. She's like, you know what? I have lived my life alone for majority of my life, and I'm ready to find someone that wants to love me and wants to settle down with me and wants to spend the rest of their life with me. And, oh, here we go. We're going to stargaze with our head under a car. I mean, really? How are you stargazing like that? Just tell me. Nobody knows. Oh my gosh. Sims, what are you like? The point is that Rosa is ready to find someone to settle down with. She wants to spend the rest of her years that she has left with someone. She wants to be loved by someone, and she's ready. So she is like, I'm ready to go on dates. I'm ready to find someone that wants to be with me. And I don't know necessarily if it is going to be this gentleman. Maybe it's not. Maybe this is just a date and they are just having a good time and he isn't the one. And we'll see as time goes on. It could be someone else. She's going to go on more dates. She is going to go on several more dates maybe until she finds the right person. And we'll know when we know. But the point is that she has come to the realization that she's ready to settle down with someone. So we will see how this plays out. That being said, he is realized that he desperately needs to go to the loo, and she has desperately realized that she is exhausted and he has kept her up way past her bedtime. And she's like, I need coffee. If I'm going to be able to stay awake any longer on this date, I need some caffeine in me pronto. So she's going to go ahead and grab a cup of Joe here and then drink that up. Which I don't know if that's a good idea or not, because honestly, then when you get home, you're not going to want to sleep. But it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. She's going to drink it, and then we are going to go ahead and we're going to meet with him again, because we need to do a little bit more hand holding, and we need to go ahead and tell him a story. So we're going to have her come over here, and we're going to have her tell him a story. I would like for them to at least get a bronze on this date, I mean, I would like for them to have a little bit of a successful date together. And at this present moment, we are not having a successful date. So maybe this date not being successful would be an indication that it's not going to work out for them. We'll just have to see. But so far, we still have a little bit of time left on this date, and they're not doing so great. That being said, he has spent the entirety of this date scared out of his wits. So maybe that also is an indication that this is not going so great. But she's trying to find him now. She's like searching high and low for him, like hunting him down, trying to find him so she can tell him this story. And she's like, where did he go? There you are. I was looking everywhere for you. And he's like, I'm hiding. And she's like, why are you hiding? I'm scared to death. And she's like, I have already told you that there's nothing for you to be scared about. Didn't I tell you about this one time? And he's like, no, please don't tell me. And she's like, no, really. There's this one time that I was so scared. But there was really nothing to be scared about. She's going to give him a little bit of a massage. Nothing she does is making him feel any better. And they are not going to be able to meet this. And unfortunately, their date was unsuccessful. So guys, this date was not a successful date. They are giving him a goodbye hug. They're going to have a little bit of a goodbye kiss. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go home for the night. She's like, thank you so much for the date. I really, really appreciate it. I understand that it maybe wasn't the best date you've ever had. And he's like, it's just that I'm scared, really, really scared. I'm just panicked. And she's like, yeah, clearly. And she's like, but really, thank you. Thank you so much. I really did have fun. And I know that you're a little panicked, but, you know, it'll be fine. And I don't know. I was going to say maybe we could do it again sometime, but we don't have to. But thanks again. And I don't know. Just let's give us a kiss. So she's going to give him this kiss, and they are going to go ahead and say their goodbyes and part ways. Oh. She's like, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. And away she goes off to the house. Now that we have arrived back at the house, we are going to go ahead and let her take care of her bladder needs and then get her off to bed. But guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next Sutton Legacy series episode. And until then, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Raven.